A federal judge has ordered the California man behind that crudely produced film, The Innocence of Muslims, to be detained in court. Nakoula Basili Nakoula was held as a flight risk and a danger to society.
A California judge said that Nakoula Basili Nakoula was a flight risk because he'd violated the terms of his probation for a 2010 fraud conviction. Concerns have been raised for Nakoula's safety because of the widespread anger that his video has provoked.
The man linked to the anti-Islam film, which has sparked riots across the Muslim world, has been jailed in the United States. A federal judge ruled that Nakoula Basili Nakoula had violated the terms of his probation for banking fraud in 2011.
You don't have anything to say about
Under the terms, Nakoula was barred from accessing the internet or using aliases without the permission of the authorities. The court has a lack of trust in the defendant, said Chief Magistrate Judge Suzanne Segal. The Coptic Christian is not being held in connection with the crudely made film that portrays the Prophet Muhammad as a fool and a sexual deviant. The film has caused anti-American unrest worldwide.
Well, the latest is he's been using so many different names. Even in the film process, he used different names, the different title, Desert Warriors. He used Media for Christ Productions when it wasn't under there. So the point of it is he's using like over 17 different aliases, and they're still trying to isolate what his real name is. Now, the bombshell also is he was a federal informant in 2010. So obviously there's going to be some legal wrangling for leniency, which was used before in a previous bank fraud case. So that his attorney will be arguing that again, saying, Your Honor, we need some leniency, because he was actually, quote unquote, working for the federal government at one time, trying to bring down another accused bank fraud individual. So this will be a web of deception, and because of the different names, the different identities, and who he's actually working with. Because of the fact his family, he's not at the regular L.A. detention center because of threats on his life. So he's under federal custody right now.
Well, the film hasn't broken any laws in the US, although it's very insulting to Muslims and has sparked protest across the Middle East and North Africa. There is no law in the US that prevents someone from saying such things on a video and posting them online. As President Obama said in his address to the General Assembly of the United Nations, freedom of speech is enshrined in the First Amendment of the Constitution. And so the arrest and detaining of Mr. Nakoula Basili Nakoula, who is a man who has admitted some responsibility in the production of the film, is relating to something else, and that is to his conviction in 2010 of a fraud. Now, he was on probation, released from prison, on a number of conditions that he'd have to follow for 5 years. And it was the breaching of those conditions for which he was arrested, and for which a judge has remanded him in custody without bail for fear that he would flee. Now, those conditions included not using the internet without the observation or permission of his probation officers, and also not assuming an alias. Now, he has denied being Sam Basile, which is the name of the person, the pseudonym used when this video was posted online. But he did say he was involved in the production, and he has been in hiding since he was linked to the video, after he said that to reporters. Now, there have been calls from around the world for America to take action. As I've said, this is something that can't be covered under US law. But the judge has remanded Nakoula Basili Nakoula in prison, and he will face these charges at a court appearance in the future.